Hello, everyone, and welcome to Higher Perspectives. I wish you and all your loved ones a very joyful holiday season. And I wanted to say goodbye to our 2024 year that has been full of chaos and unexpected events and help transition us towards 2025, which is really going to be a year of revelation. Things that have been hidden that'll come forward, and even in higher perspectives, we'll be understanding things that have been hidden. So uh, first of all, I wanted to acknowledge those of you who have perhaps been feeling imbalanced, unwell, or tired in these last few weeks. That is something to be expected. It's not just the holiday season, and it's not you. It's really a lot of things going on the planet. And both esoteric material as well as astrological information has come together, as well as my own readings, and looking at what's going to happen as we roll into 2025. It promises to be a year that feels that it's going to speed up. It's going to go very fast, even faster than this year. And sometimes it felt a little unbalanced as we went through that. But as we go through 2025, the planet is literally moving into its cycle of speeding up. And what that means is that we can often feel like the rug is pulled out from under us with quick turns. We can feel dizzy. We can feel particularly ungrounded. And one of the things that we can do to help with that in 2025 is make a commitment to grounding. And I look at the image of, for those of you that don't have snow on the ground at this point, look at the trees and look at their roots and look at how committed they are to partnering with the earth, that their energy is completely one with it. And it's bringing that nutrient up so that it can go higher and higher as it grows. But without that commitment to the ground, that growth is very uncertain. And when the storms come, what happens? Those are the trees that go down first, the ones that don't have deeper roots. So I want you to think of that image as you think about your commitment to grounding in 2025. The second thing is to think about how boundaries are changing. There's wars going on, and there's people challenging each other's boundaries, wanting to change their boundaries. And then there's a lot of chaos going on around us. So that second commitment is to boundaries, is to recognizing that we all have this egg around us that we call the auric field. When we get up in the morning, imagine our root system from the base of our spine to the center of the planet, as wide as is comfortable to you, and then acknowledge that you have this field around you, and make sure you feel that that's something that you want to cultivate as sacred as yours, so that no one has permission to get in this space but you and the God of your heart or spirit as you perceive it. So in that case, when you wake up in the morning, invite anyone's energy that isn't yours to go back where they came from into the light, or just plain into the light, and bring your energy back from wherever you've left it and ask it to come here with you, centering yourself in it. So grounding and healthy boundaries. And finally, this is a commitment that if we don't make this commitment, we might find ourselves wondering, being unclear about our decisions, wondering what to do next, wondering what's going on, because we're focused on what's going on outside of us. But when we make that commitment to our own hearts, to befriend our wisdom in our hearts, that means to spend a few quality moments in that relationship a day, if nothing else, to really be quiet and listen to our heartbeat and breathe. And then send ourselves appreciation, knowing that the answers are for us are there, knowing that it might not be clear to us at the moment, but trusting that if we continue to visit that space with a regularity that is a committed relationship with ourselves, that those solutions and answers we seek, we will attract much more easily, or it may come from within. Either way, it's because the radar we've committed to is that in our hearts. Because outside of us, we will not get a whole lot of clues as to what's best for us going forward. That has got to come from within, because each of us is unique. So commit to your grounding, commit to your boundaries, and to clearing them and keeping them clear, and commit to befriending your heart every day with that relationship. And then from there, you'll find that life is going to unfold with, let's say, a lot more relative peace. We'll call it dynamic balance because there'll be a lot of changes going on, but you'll be able to navigate like a boat with the wind and the sea and the choppy waters and all the things that are necessary to navigate a very tumultuous topography. So I hope that that's helped you. I wish you a very, very blessed and happy 2025. Thank you so much for joining me in Higher Perspectives. Please subscribe. And if you're interested in grounding some of that energy all the way in 2025, starting in January, I have a course called Inner Strength and Intuitive Healing, which will help you to continue to deepen that relationship with yourself, knowing how to apply that healing to yourself. And I also have, for those of you who have experienced my work, I have a membership organization starting the 7th of January, and we'll have meetings twice a month. We'll have meditations, exercises, and some exchange of community so that we can stay together during this time, because the most important thing in terms of getting yourself grounded in boundaries, the next thing that's most important is to be in meaningful community. Meaningful community does not mean coming together with a group of people who have the same interests as you. It means being in a group where you feel safe, where you feel you can be authentically yourself, where you can say what you feel and feel welcomed. That's a meaningful community. And I hope that you'll join us for that meaningful community starting in January. And in the meantime, I wish you all a very blessed and happy 2025. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time on A Higher Perspective.